Woman tries to seduce and bribe police officer. In June of 2016, police officer Andy Slater was committing a routine traffic stop in northwest Miami-Dade. Amidst his routine checks, Slater's suspicion arises upon 26-year-old Margaret Garcia, who he believes is intoxicated.
What's that right there? Okay.
Simply through searching the car with his flashlight, Slater spots a stash of marijuana on the seat next to her. As a result, he asks Garcia for her documents.
Can I get your license and registration, please?
Without a moment's hesitation, Garcia pulls out her wallet and flashes a serious amount of cash, ignoring Slater's denial and repeating the statement, "How much do I owe you?"
Ma'am, that's money.
I know. Come on.
Why are you giving me money?
How much I owe you?
It is important to notice here that bribery in Miami, like any other state, is a serious offense and one that can result in extreme punishment. A bribery conviction can include penalties of up to 15 years in prison and/or 3 times the amount paid for the bribe in fees, an offense that would result in a much larger penalty than a driving under the influence charge, which would warrant you 30 days to 12 months in prison. If Garcia was indeed driving under the influence, it would be in her best interest to admit defeat and not continue with this supposed bribe.
You don't owe me any money. I asked for your license and registration.
Like, you want to check my registration? Go ahead. I'm going home.
Have you been drinking?
No, what do you want?
Despite Slater's consistent requests for Garcia's documents, she continues to flash the money in front of his face, seeming to believe that Slater will change his mind and take the bribe.
I just want to go home.
All right, I need you to put the money back in your purse. Turn off your vehicle.
Although not on any public body cam footage, according to a police report, Garcia repetitively pulled the top of her dress down, exposing her bra she was wearing underneath. With that on top of the money she was bribing, the outlook for Garcia is not looking good.
All right. Right now, you're getting arrested for the weed. I pulled you over because you were speeding.
Where was I?
And you reek
don't
of
care.
alcohol.
I don't care.
You've got an open container in your passenger side. And, yeah. Do you have any questions for me?
Slater continues to stay composed as he restrains Garcia, asking a fellow female police officer to cover her up. Garcia's temperament becomes agitated as she seemingly tries to pick a fight about the intention of her marijuana.
Oh, and it's spilled all over there. It's just all in that vehicle. I don't know what...
That's personal use. Come on, take me in. I don't...
That's personal use?
Yeah, personal use. What? I smoke weed. What?
Thank you for dressing her for me.
Once taken back to the police station, Garcia goes on to reveal as to why she has so much money in cash.
Do me a favor, stop para your vehicle. Stop right there.
You see too much money on me, huh?
No, ma'am. That's when you were
offering
me the money.
That's what heroin costs. When you suck.
Alright, ma'am. I'm so sorry about
I
that.
don't care. Yeah.
$2,000 in here, and she bribed me. And
How I bribed them?
and when I pulled her over,
The body cam footage ends shortly after a sigh of relief from Slater, for the body cam he was wearing was able to show a side that would be hard to prove.
saying 2,000. I've never been so glad for these cameras in my life.
Woman lies about flirting to get out of DUI ticket. 18-year-old high school student Skylar Fluss posted on social media videos of her chugging tequila and acting recklessly in what appears to be a college dorm. The same night, a few hours later, she would go on to post this video, claiming she got out of a DUI with nothing but a warning.
I got out of a DUI and got let off with a warning. That officer deserves a raise. Ladies, I literally just said, I was like, I just got out of a really bad relationship and he's really toxic and he dumped me 2 weeks ago.
Skylar claims that she was pulled over by a police officer while under the influence, but was able to persuade herself out of any instance with lies to get out of any detrimental charges.
That officer is such a fucking G. I blew a 3.8 and he let me off with a fucking warning.
She claims that the police officer breathalyzed tested her, which she blew a 3.8 and was still let off the hook, a number that is severely off the limit. Not only does Skylar make bold claims in her post on social media, but the shocking of all is the accusation that the police officer who pulled her over tried to make advances on her during this incident.
And gave me his number and said we should meet for coffee or lunch. He was hot, so I'm getting lunch with him tomorrow. I literally should be in fucking jail right now, calling my dad to bail me out of fucking jail. And this officer just let me off with a warning.
If what Skylar said was true, not only would she be liable for lying to a police officer, but the police officer in question would also be in trouble for the serious accusations made against him. But what really happened that night? Fortunately for Officer Deputy Tyler Stahl, the real incident was recorded on his body camera.
My name's Deputy Stahl. I'm in the Jefferson County Sheriff's Office. I pulled you over because you were weaving a little bit back there. Where are you coming from?
I was coming from my friend's house. I actually just got dumped.
Okay.
So I was like crying and like I'm really upset.
Okay. Were you on your phone and stuff too?
I was trying to call him to get a hold of him because my heart hurts
Okay.
so bad.
Well, I'm just concerned that you were weaving because of alcohol, but if you're on your phone, have you been drinking or anything tonight? No? Okay. Do you have your license, your registration, your proof of insurance?
Not only were there no requests for meeting up for coffee or lunch, but there was no breathalyzer test either.
Sounds like you're having a rough night, so I'm not going to add to that by writing you a ticket or anything, okay? So I'm just going to give you a warning. It's not a big deal. I just want to make sure you're okay. You were weaving a little bit, and I just want to make sure you're okay to operate the motor vehicle, and I believe you are.
With this other side of the story, it is apparent that the police officer who pulled Skylar Fluce over was just a nice character who felt sympathy for Skylar's extreme lies. If there was no body camera to record such an instance, what happened that night would be a serious detriment for police officer Stahl, which he clearly puts into words with an interview by Inside Edition.
What was your initial reaction to this girl's claims that she flirted her way out of a DUI?
No, I couldn't believe it. It would have been a he said, she said, and it would not have been good right away.
Police officer doesn't like pretty people. On March 13, 2023, Brittany Dahlberg, an ex-NFL cheerleader for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, was pulled over by a police officer for suspected driving under the influence. As per the body cam footage, it is apparent that Brittany had run 2 red lights while being followed.
How you doing, ma'am? Officer Lane at Tampa Police. Did you realize you ran the red light underneath the interstate?
No, honestly. No.
Okay. Yeah, there's a red light, and then there was a second red light. You don't remember the first one? Okay.
No, I didn't see it.
Okay. Has anyone in the car been drinking?
No.
You don't want to be drinking tonight?
No, swear.
Okay. Just because of the way you're driving and what's going on, I want to make sure it's okay for you driving tonight. You're not having consumed any alcohol at all?
No, I swear on the Bible.
Brittany denies any accusations that she has been drinking or driving under the influence. Despite Brittany's denial, running 2 red lights is something that is hard for someone to not notice while apparently sober. So the police officer requests Brittany tries a few tests to prove her supposed claims.
Is it okay if I take a look at your eyes to make sure it's okay for you driving tonight?
Yeah, of
You
course.
can't just do me a favor, put your feet together, put your arms by your side for me, okay? Are you comfortable standing and walking in those shoes?
I am.
Okay, perfect.
Of course.
Do you see the top of this pen right here, okay?
I do.
Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to move it back and forth. You're going to fall with your eyes in your eyes only while you keep your head still, okay?
Okay.
Just gonna keep your head still and fall with your eyes.
Okay. So
So- I'm sorry?
I'm sorry.
You can blink like normal. It's going to slow down a little bit. Just keep following with your eyes.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Can I turn around?
Yep, just like I showed you.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8,
You can't. You can stand right here for me.
Thank you.
Go ahead, put your feet together. Put your arms by your side, okay?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
It's here that Brittany starts to get visibly agitated, waving her arms and frustrated with this whole ordeal. Unfortunately for her, the police officers decide to arrest Brittany due to unconvincing results.
So you are being placed under arrest for DUI tonight.
Why? Can you tell me what the fuck I
Well, you first started running the red light. That'd be the first part.
did? I didn't run a red light.
Unfortunately, tonight you maybe did. We're going to step back to my vehicle.
Whereas she previously stated she wasn't aware of the red light she ran. With her now in cuffs, she claims that she didn't run a red light at all, a clear contradiction to before. As Brittany is cuffed and in the back seat of the police vehicle, she loses her composure and makes the following claim.
Bro, I didn't do fucking shit. I understand that, like, you don't like probably pretty people because they don't like you. But, like, the fact that you target them, I did not mess up one part of that fucking test. So I would love to see the fucking playback.
It is clear that the statements she is making are not only slurred and clearly affected by substances, but a lousy attempt at picking a fight with the officer. Brittany was booked into jail and held for 12 hours. She agreed to take a breathalyzer test and blew a 0.207, which is over double the legal limit in Florida of 0.08, as if it wasn't obvious from the start. Thank you for watching this conviction YouTube video. Please email us if you have a story you would like to see covered. Stay safe.